Hey Aquarius, welcome to January 2020. This is your horoscope and tarot forecast for the month ahead. Ooh. So, interesting end to 2019. Interesting beginning to 2020. We begin in an eclipse gateway between your 12th house and your 6th house. Your subconscious, your shadow side, all of it's really needing to come into the light at this point. Those past memories that have been haunting you, those triggers that have been coming up, it's time to close out one cycle and begin another. Your shadow side will lead to your success. Your subconscious desires will lead to the home you want, the family you want, the success you want, the house you want, I think I said that already. Yeah, well, it will lead you to your definition of success, provided you're not fixed in what it is that you need to do to get there. You're airy, yeah, but you're still a fixed sign. And if you had a pretty tough upbringing, a pretty strict upbringing, you need to see, Aquarius, where some of that is coming into focus. 10 of Pentacles. There's a strong focus here on heritage. And Uranus being in your family sector, Uranus being in Taurus, as we see here with the Hierophant. A lot of childhood traumas, a lot of childhood triggers have been coming up with that eclipse. And before Saturn enters your sign this year, it really is worth trying with the Capricorn energy, albeit really heavy, to find something that you believe in that gives you a bit of faith and perspective. Okay. Meditation, rest, acupuncture, therapy, hypnotherapy, Reiki, anything that leaves you feeling like you might be embracing a new journey in a healthier mindset. King of Pentacles, what you're bringing. Let's move these. Okay. King of Pentacles is an interesting energy that you're bringing into 2020. It kind of looks as though you're ready to start over, but it requires a leap and it requires the momentum to move forward with confidence. King of Pentacles energy is very grounding, but at the minute, your anxiety about life or your anxiety about your situation or your current circumstances, what's keeping you from this, or from this, or from that, or from this, or from this. It's all to do with perspective. And you can't help it. That's Saturn, that's Pluto, that's Jupiter, that is the South Node. It's the eclipse. And all you want is a little bit of love in what it is that you need to put more love into. And you know what you need to put more love into, Aquarius? Yourself. You feel like you've done a lot of self-work, you've done a lot of analysis, you've done a lot of reflection. You feel like this is putting your efforts into your bottomless pit. I'm not using those as the outcome because I don't feel like that's where we're going with this. You're putting your energy into freeing yourself from what it is that you need to free yourself from, be it a belief system, be it a relationship, be it a job. You cannot continue this whole year feeling as though you're trapped. It just won't do. Maybe it's guilt, maybe it's shame, I don't know. But January brings an opportunity for a very healthy level of satisfaction and fulfillment. Hermit. Okay. I think for a lot of Aquarians, there is something keeping you up at night that is distressing, it is unfortunate, and it is leading you to feel like no matter how hard you've worked on you, You no longer feel like a work in progress, you feel a little bit like you're feeling. But you're not feeling. That's a temporary feeling. That is not indicated in who you are. The energy that you're bringing is the King of Pentacles, someone who is very self-assured, someone who is very confident, who's very aware of what it takes to be stable and it takes to be comfortable. And that is what energy you can bring to January. It's what energy you can bring to the rest of the year, provided you don't get stuck overthinking the way last year went. Because last year could have been very prosperous in many ways. It's definitely brought you some blessings and they're worth focusing on. But I feel that the key to your happiness and unlocking yourself from the temporary restrictions is looking back on your belief system and seeing what dominating figure in your past, be it an institution, be it a person, be it a parent, be it an event, is almost solidified in your subconscious to make you want to run every time something seems a little bit heavy. And it's not that you're running from what it is that is around you, it's more that over the last year you've really ran away from the things that you can't see but you can feel because you can't rationalize those. Feel this triggering feeling in your subconscious that's making you move. What is that? Who is that? The planets want you to really address that, and between now and the Cancer lunar eclipse is the best time for you to get it all out before you take that leap of faith that you're going to take. If nothing looks set to change as you're watching this, it will very soon. But it requires a little bit of movement. I think, Aquarius, there are some things, and this is why Aquarius moon is the astrologer's moon. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus, of course, has made some it's kind of imprinted itself in this reading with the Hierophant here being in Taurus. The stars are always, and this is why Aquarius as well is the star card, the stars can lead you out of the darkness, literally, looking for the North Star to know where you are. And people nowadays, because of GPS and because of maps and whatever, don't really read the stars. We read them if you're into astrology. It's more of an astrological thing, or an astronomy even. They're kind of, I think, what guides you out of your funk. Looking to the planets and understanding, gaining a perspective. When Saturn goes into your sign, it's going to seem very, very, very different, and it's going to cause a shift around you, in the world around you, in the trends around you, and finally people are going to appreciate fully what it means to be an Aquarius. To break free from the money traps, the flex culture of trying to look like you have it all the time. That doesn't suit you guys. And it's also going to free us from feeling like everything has to be done by the rule book, because that's not where it is. This is the ultimate Aquarius energy, I think. Living minimally, sense of minimalism, and a white rose. Not the conventional red rose, a white rose. And a little dog. It's very like the beginning of The Wizard of Oz. Many will disagree with me, but I sometimes think that Saturn being in the 12th is a lot worse than Saturn being in the 1st. And we can prepare you all you want for Saturn moving into your sign, but Saturn was your traditional ruler, by the way. Just bear that in mind whenever you get really angry about it. 10 of Cups. What does this look like to you? This is an artist's depiction of the theme, but as an Aquarius, you know that it doesn't have to look this way. It doesn't have to look so nuclear. It doesn't have to look so stereotypical. Ten of Cups looks differently to everybody, and that's what's so beautiful about it. What is it that you want? You can have that, but it requires a leap of faith. And call me crazy, but there is the sun in the Fool card shining down on you, and then there's a rainbow, and you know what that means? It means that on this journey there's going to be a little bit of rain. But as long as the rain is nourishing the land, it's not going to be that harmful. Before we get into the extended, I'm going to clarify the Fool card for you, Aquarius. Queen of Wands. Ooh. Seven of Swords was out. Interesting. There's a quote by Marilyn Monroe, and I'm just thinking because her moon's in Aquarius. And it was about a woman knows to leave before she is left. And this is kind of the vibe that I'm getting from you. It's kind of a fight or flight, I must go kind of vibe, where somebody in your life, or you, I think it's more likely you, just suddenly feels the need to disconnect and get away before anybody notices. But everybody's noticed. You're not as discreet as you think that you are. The Queen of Wands, this new journey that you're beginning, especially if it's with a fire sign, or you have the companionship of a fire sign that you laugh with, that you enjoy, that you understand. I think there's a lot of fun memories to be made here. And to focus on your passions and your career and everything that it is that you feel would give you that rainbow that only you can draw up. But I think for a lot of you, it's love. Those of you that are entirely single, it feels very much as though this indicates a new love coming in the form of somebody who was once a friend, or is a fire sign, or is somebody who shares your passions. It is the beginning of a very fun journey for some of you romantically. And for others of you, it means a choice to be in a partnership or out of a partnership. Again, whatever that rainbow means to you. But it's a choice nonetheless that begins something that feels quite exciting as we move into your season and we see what it is that it takes to have that rainbow. You become very clear of what's going on in your subconscious and what's maybe blocking you from the thing that you want the most. Tap into everything that you can to get your answers, whether it be astrology, whether it be numerology, whether it be repeating numbers, angel numbers, 333, 222, whatever. Whether it be reading books again, whether it be meditating, whether it be Reiki. All of these fall under the 12th house bracket. You would be wise to immerse yourself in as many things as possible to work through the stuff that you're going through here. Because that Nine of Swords is no joke. And if it's to do with an earth sign, or a job where you feel very, very unfulfilled, or you feel very, very disconnected with people, you need to make a dramatic change in order to get through that. But you must remember, you, as often as you feel on the outside looking in, you are generally the ones that connect the dots, connect everybody around you. This is heavy. This is lovely. We'll get more into it in the extended, the love, the internal blocks, and the new year in general. I love you, Aquarius. I will see you in the extended. Bye bye.